things you people wouldn't believe. Attack ships on fire off the shoulder of Orion. And watch sea beams glitter in the dark near the Tohosa Gate. All those moments will be lost in time, like tears in rain. Time to die. The monologue I just did is from the 1982 classic masterpiece Blade Runner. The script is written by David Webb Peoples, but the Tears in Rain speech was written by Rutger Hauer. Hauer's character, Roy Batty, says it after saving the life of policeman / Blade Runner Rick Deckard, played by Harrison Ford. The speech received critical praise from critics, and they agreed that it is the best and most important moment of the movie. I too agree. My name is Tuyo Gedembe, and this is the second day of Rutger Hauer'S tribute. Today, I'll be talking about Blade Runner, the science fiction fantasy movie that capitalized Rutger Hauer'S career. The movie was released on June 25th, 1982. It's directed by Ridley Scott, and other co-stars besides Ford and Hauer are Edward James Olmos, Sean Young, and Daryl Hannah. When the movie was released, it underperformed at the box office. It was released the same time as other major science fiction and fantasy movies like Conan the Barbarian, Star Trek II, and the highest grossing movie of 1982, E.T. the Extraterrestrial, which is perhaps why Blade Runner flopped at the box office. Seriously, Blade Runner is a great science fiction movie. For those of you who haven't seen it, I urge you to watch it. You won't be disappointed. Yeah, some of you, or most of you, have probably watched the sequel, Blade Runner 2049, that was released in 2017. It starred Ryan Gosling and Harrison Ford reprising his role as Deckard. Yeah, the movie is great. I love it. I thought the filmmakers did justice with it. But really, the original Blade Runner is the best. Oh, before you run off and rent or buy the DVD of Blade Runner, there's something you should know. There are many versions of Blade Runner. There's the theatrical 1982 version, which had a pointless narration by Harrison Ford and a pointless happy ending. And then there's the director cut that has no narration and no happy ending. And then there's the international cut and the domestic cut and the final cut. Wow, how many versions do these filmmakers need? Anyway, watch the director's cut. That one is much better. Why is Blade Runner considered the all-time best science fiction movie, and why it won't have worked without Rutger Hauer'S involvement? Well, give me some time to explain. Blade Runner is not exactly a science fiction action movie like Star Trek and Star Wars. It's more like a film noir and detective movie that has fantasy and science fiction elements. The movie is about Rick Deckard, a cop known as Blade Runner, chasing and executing human robots known as replicants. Deckard's rival is Roy Batty, the most violent but sympathetic replicant. The visual effects, the special effects, the production design, the soundtrack by Vangelis are amazing, and the performances are great. Yeah, Harrison Ford and Darren Handler did a great job with their performances, but the one that had the most critical acclaim than those two or any other actors in the movie is Rutger Hauer. That movie would definitely not have worked if it was played by another actor. Rutger Hauer played Roy Batty so well. He didn't actually play him as a villain. He played him more as an anti-hero whose motive is very clear. He just wants to live long and have a normal life, and he wants the same for his fellow replicants. But he will kill any human that stands in his way. Ridley Scott, he made a great choice choosing Rutger Hauer, and it was based on Hauer's performance in Dutch movies Turkish Delight and Sojourn of Orange, and was also based on Hauer's non-American look. You know, he's from Netherlands, so he's bright blue eyes and his bleach blonde hair is the perfect look for his character Roy Batty. Hauer should have been nominated for an Academy Award for that movie. He did a great job at the end of the movie when he says that famous "Tears in Rain" speech. That moment in the movie is the greatest. Moment. You guys should definitely watch the movie. It's really, really good. You won't be disappointed. It's a not miss. So please, I urge you all to watch Blade Runner. That's all I have for this special YouTube episode. On the third episode, I'll be talking about Rutger Hauer's chilling performance in the cult thriller The Hitcher. So this is Tulu Benimbe signing off.